Shuki Einstein, just quickly, Shuki is a Hebrew nickname for Joshua, just so you know where that's coming from. And I have no relationship with Albert Einstein or Einstein's bagel, to my knowledge. I just want to put that. Privilege, I'm humbled by this group and by my company for allowing me to present on our behalf. I'm going to talk about sustainability beyond buildings. I may show a few buildings. When I talked to our leader of sustainability in the company, I asked him for some materials, and he said, no problem. And then I told him I have 15 minutes, and there was silence. So I'm going to go really quick through a lot of material. CH2M Hill was established in the mid-40s, so we have some deep roots. Professor of civil engineering at Oregon State University, and several of his students. We are what you would call a big-ass company. Okay, so I'm an architect. We're about 250 architects in the company. CH2M Hill is anywhere between 23 to 26,000 employees, $6.3 billion of revenue. We're very large, so what does sustainability mean to a very large company? We've just been ranked leader in sustainable engineering by Verdantix. If you want to know what that is, look it up on the web, but there's some very specific criteria. We had some serious competition. We're very excited. There's a lot behind this, okay? To get where we are with sustainability has taken a lot of effort. We are, because we're such a large global company, we have structures in place. We have vertical business groups. I've done most of my work under the Industrial and Advanced Technology Group for the last 14, 15 years, but sustainable practices have gone across the gamut. We also have many, many life cycle services. So we do from cradle to grave. We talk about preliminary design, and we also go through decommissioning at the end. Again, sustainable practices are running through all of those. Term you'll hear a lot has to do with supply chain. I would say that most of the focus of architects, generally, myself before joining our company, focuses on design, but we're talking about sourcing materials, making, distributing, buying, using, and disposing. That is really the full circle. If there's anything that I missed on this, let me know, because it needs to be comprehensive. So what I'm going to talk about is our sustainable journey, which kind of is a combination of what we do outside and what we do inside, and we're as good as that. This is a little corny, but our graphics person helped me on this, but it basically talks about we're going to be as good as what we do outside and inside. Quickly on the history of our company again, the reason I'm talking about this talks about our roots. We started in civil engineering, water treatment. There were super fun projects that really grew our company, but it talked about the basic themes of remediation and restoration. So this is not something we just started doing in the last couple of years. I come with props. Let's see. Our yellow book is pretty famous. One of our founders, Jim Howland, came up with this great little cartoon little book that talked about our values. One of the values is a good test of to determine if basically would you want to read in the newspapers what you're doing, and that's been a value of ours, and I think sustainability has a lot of it. So what would you not want to see your company do that's in the newspaper? So that's something that's guided us over time. One of the key components of what we do is that we involve architects, scientists, and engineers. So there's a lot of science-based design. It's been there since the 1940s and 50s. Hopefully this is going to work. I've embedded Flash file, but I'm going to show you a few examples. This is a really cool project that we're doing, and let's see if this works. Yes. Star Peak Energy. This is a program. This is actually, there's a website that's set up for this. It's starpeakenergy.com. And this is a renewable energy assessment, if you will, the geothermal site that we have been working with an energy company to look at. And it's a paradigm shift in where we're taking development to a source of energy instead of trying to work on energy within existing buildings. It's a pretty comprehensive flash and website, but basically what we did, and I will look at the master plan. So this is an active website, but we took an area, we looked at the amenities under site analysis. I'm not going to go through all of this, but we looked at multiple sources of energy on site. We looked at the opportunities for different types of energy. Solar mapping is one of them. Where are we located in that regard? Let me see, wind energy, again, what are the opportunities for wind energy? And if I go to, excuse me, I should close that. Site analysis, I wanted to show the risk analysis. Here we go. Really interesting one. We wanted to look at a site and what it did in regards to risks of different types of potential disasters. So talks about what could be invested on a site like this. And then in example applications, because we do many different types of facilities, we threw at this site many types of options. We ended up, I'll go to the end here, with an opportunity to do a data center that was using energy. We looked at heat recovery that turned into an agricultural greenhouse program, and basically it would be a zero energy, zero net carbon program. So this is a great example of where potentially some of design will go. We go to the source of energy and we build around it. We bring to it, again, architects, scientists, and engineers. Now let's see if I know how to get out of this. I'm hitting escape. And we're going to be in here forever. Okay. How long do you want to watch this presentation? Come on. Can you help me here? I'm touching.
On my computer, maybe?
Okay. Thank you. All right. That's good. This is a Flash file for those of you techno geeks, and it's just taking over my computer. Yes.
There you go.
Okay. Whew. I just lost 12 minutes, right? Okay. Keep going. All right. Abu Dhabi, Masdar. For you, those of you who read the New York Times a couple, maybe was it last 2 Sundays ago? Sir Norman Foster is the master planner of this project. CH2M, we are the program managers of this program. This was envisioned and is envisioned to be the world first zero carbon city, which means a lot for the program manager because we're signing up for that. So will it be zero carbon at the end? There's a lot of discussion of no fossil fuel in this city because we're taking cars out. We're making narrower streets. We're adding shade. We're talking about 100% renewable energy. This is an enormous incubator project for the world, and the fact that it's being funded by a fossil fuel country is kind of an interesting dynamic. We're going to be learning with the program, but this is the type of projects that CH2M is involved in. The London Olympics, we are the program managers at the London Olympics. Again, a big opportunity, a big challenge to talk about putting a lot of concrete and steel, building new, and then what does that mean in regards to sustainability? It is a brownfield area. There's about 40 hectares of new ecosystems that are going to be developed, and how can these facilities support the future of this city? Again, a big opportunity for us. Sustainability is a major part of it. I'm going to talk about 2 buildings quickly. We did a project for Nike because we have in-house, we use 10 disciplines basically in-house, mechanical. We do a lot of CFD. We've done it for many years, computational fluid dynamics. And we used that and developed these tools. Actually, we're doing a lot of clean room work for microelectronics. And we basically designed this building through an airflow diagram. So the architects were sitting on the side while the mechanical engineers were trying to figure out how the best way a building like this would perform. And then we designed a building around an airflow diagram. So that's another thought on sustainability and design. This is a research project we're doing at Stanford. It's a data center Again, airflow dynamics. Data centers are energy hogs. We're trying to come up with 70% savings in mechanical. Basically, again, designing around mechanical systems. And there's been discussions, I don't remember if it was at a round table of one of the presenters that were talking about mechanical engineering, where it is in design. I would say one of the biggest things holding us up as mechanical engineering stepping up to the plate and being partners with in the front-end design. Because with all the lead work that we're doing, or BREEAM in Europe and other places, most of the points, most of the energy is within the mechanical discipline. So I don't know, our company is multidisciplinary. We're trying to get more and more mechanical engineers LEED certified. I'm going to quickly talk about some of our green tools. 3 of these we developed. This is one of them, Green Roads, a group of our transportation engineers and the University of Washington have come up with a LEED style program for roads. So it's not just buildings anymore, and they have different levels of certification and ranking. So we developed that. SI Port is a program we developed. It's a database program. It's been developed through Masdar. It's going to be used in other places. But again, sustainability metrics, quantifiable metrics that as this program goes forward, we're actually looking at, are we meeting the goals that we talked about? Database. We have programmers in the company, software people. SimClim is a program that we're working in conjunction with another company, but it talks about climate variability. It's basically a source for us to take information that talks about global warming, et cetera, and bring it into life cycle design. Voyage Tool is another program we developed. We do a lot of water reclamation, water treatment. This is a program that actually does looks to the future and looks about waste of energy and resource balances. Again, tools integrated in our design. So quickly into our internal journey, because that's the other part of the picture. Probably since 1995, we had some grassroots discussions on with green teams and recycling. And the bottom line is it started from a bunch of people in Portland. By the way, I'm from Portland as well. There's a theme here on sustainability in Portland. But basically, we are saving bottom line money by doing a lot of work internally in the company. It has to do with recycling. We have created an EMS program for our company. Again, we're a large company about reducing waste. And there's briefly ISO 14001. This is something that we are committed to. And so quickly on some trends. I'm not going to read them all, but every one of our programs, we're seeing the full cycle. We've always been a full cycle, that we are looking continuously at partners that add value to our teams. If we don't have that in-house, the multidiscipline aspect, developing technology, saw the software tools that we are developing as we're going through projects. We usually don't have people sitting on the side talking about 2 minutes. Thanks. Okay. Metrics and indicators. Our clients are asking for very specific data, numbers, and we have to provide them. So we're trying to find if what is out there, is it Revit, or is it those kind of tools, or do we have to develop our own? The last is global responsibility. We're signatories on the United Nations Global Compact. You can look online at that, but that's, again, a big company like us that stands up and says we're sustainable means we need to be credible, and so therefore we are signatories to that, specifically relevant to this discussion. That's all I had. Hope this brought some value. Thanks.